I would absolutely love it if a client were to come to me and say, hey, I've got this brand new idea, this new project. I need you to build a financial model from scratch. Here is a blank Excel spreadsheet. Start from that. That very rarely happens. Usually they say, hey, we've got this model, it's not working properly, or we need to update the budget for next year, or we have a model that's been working for years and years and all of a sudden it stopped working. That is usually the situation. And so having to take apart somebody else's model, having to inherit someone else's model is a really common thing that a lot of financial modelers need to do. In fact, in my book, Financial Modeling in Excel for Dummies, chapter 5 is actually dedicated to using someone else's financial model, and it's actually going to be the topic that I'm going to talk about at the Financial Modeling Summit that is coming up in at the end of June. Because when you take over and inherit somebody else's model, when you start using a model that someone else has built, you have to inherit the original model's inputs, the assumptions, and all of the way that they've built them, but you could possibly be also inheriting their mistakes. So you do need to be really, really careful when you are taking somebody else's model and presenting it as your own work. I am not comfortable doing that unless I'm absolutely sure that everything in the model is accurate. So there's a number of ways that you can do this. There are some fantastic add-ins that you can use that are going to help you audit. As you know, I'm very much about Excel, so I like to just use the standard Excel that comes in Excel as it comes, the audit tools as it comes out of the box. So being able to use some of those audit tools to trace back and to see how the calculations were done, being able to rebuild some of the formulas. In a lot of legacy models that have been around for a long time, people often use really long and complex formulas. Excel is more sophisticated now. There are better functions that you could use. Often we find that people have used a formula that's this long when they really could have used something quite simple. So it's a good idea to go through every single function and rebuild them and make them simple and clear, and to make sure that the logic is absolutely sound. So you should be able to audit your models. You need to be able to check not only the formulas, but you want to be able to check the logic as well. So there's lots and lots of things that you should do when you inherit somebody else's financial model.